Hey, what's up, everyone? So, as you all know, the first edition of the Chess Super League got over recently, and I thought it was a wonderful edition. And credit goes to Sagar, Shah, and Samay for conducting this Chess Super League in a flawless manner. So, for today's game, I'll be covering one of the games that happened in the Chess Super League, and we have Abhijit against Anish Giri. And this turned out to be a very fascinating game because, as you all know, this was a rapid game, and some of the moves that Anish Giri plays in this was just exceptional and just a different class. So let's get to the game. So we have Abhijit playing white and he plays d4. So we have Anish playing nf6, then we have c4, e6, knight c3, and bishop e4. So Anish Giri is going for the Nimzo Indian defense. So we have e3, black castles, bishop d2, and d5. So straight away attacking for the center. So we have knight f3, b6, which is a normal move in this variation. Then we have c into d5, e into d5, rook c1, because there's an open file, so it's a very natural move. So we have c5. So c5 is also a very strong move because now black is attacking from the center. So we have bishop e2 and c4. So c4 is not something that is very common, but it's something that can be played, especially in rapid games. And black can put pressure. So that really works, especially for Anish. So we have white castling and we have a6. So black is intending to play b5 next and just strengthen the pawn structure. So we have knight e5. So knight e5 is a very strong move because now the knight is on a very strong square. So we have b5 as planned and a4. So it's very important that whenever your opposition is having a strong pawn structure, it's very important that you should try disrupting it. So that is what Abhijit plays here. He plays a4 to try and disrupt this pawn structure. So we have queen b6, we have queen c2, knight c6 in order to exchange this white knight and get rid of it. So we have bishop f3. So now white's intention is trying to attack this pawn. There's a double attack from the knight as well as the bishop. But Anish Giri just plays knight e7 and that gets solved. So now white plays b3. But now Anish plays bishop f5. So basically he has developed his bishop with tempo attacking the queen. And this is only made possible because black's knight went over to e7. So in a way, Abhijit was just helping black develop his pieces and get to the right squares. So white plays queen b2. So now we have rook b8. So now black is threatening capturing the pawn as there is an open file. So white has to capture the pawn. So we have a into b4, and we have a into b5, and now we have g4. So g4 might seem to be a pretty strong move because now white is threatening to get rid of the bishop in this strong diagonal. So obviously bishop, if it goes over to g6, then the knight will just capture the bishop. But it was at this position that Anish Giri plays a very strong move. So try to pause the video and figure out the next move. So the move over here is knight takes g4. So over here, if we have knight captures, bishop captures, and bishop captures, Anish can just play queen g6, pinning the bishop. And there's no good move. If we play h3, then we have boom f5, and that's it, done. So that's the threat that Anish is implying. So over here, what happens is that we have knight into g5, we have knight into g4, and then we have knight into g4, and over here we have bishop into g4, and Abhijit plays knight into d5. This g4 move actually turns out to be a very bad move for Abhijit because now black is threatening a lot of things, because now if we have knight captures and bishop captures, we have queen g6 coming up, and this is a very deadly move, and it's looking very, very bad for white. So Anish could have gone the safe route and played this, but Anish being Anish, he plays a beautiful move over here, and he plays bishop into f3. So basically Anish has just sacrificed his queen in a rapid game, and this move is beautiful because it's not something that you would expect from Anish Giri. I mean, there were so many other moves that he could have played, as I showed you before, and this being a rapid game, I'm not sure if he could have calculated this till the very end, but nevertheless he went for it just to entertain the crowd, and that deserves a major respect. So over here Abhijit has to capture the queen, so he plays knight into b6. So over here Anish plays rook into b6. Now Anish is threatening mate by playing rook into g6. So over here we have rook d1. So white is just trying to create room for the black so that the black can just escape through this way. So now we have rook g6 check, we have king f1, and now we have bishop d6. So here the threat is bishop come over here to h2, and then we have rook g1 checkmate. So that is what Anish is threatening right now. So we have bishop a5, and now we have knight d5, a very strong move. So bishop d5 is played so that king gets more squares to come over the board. So after knight d5 we have b into c4, and we have b into c4. So now king is coming over to e1 to get more room, and we have rook b8 with tempo attacking the queen, and queen goes over to c2, and we have a very beautiful move, and it is c3. So basically now the threat is rook into g1 checkmate, because now the king can't go over to the square because of this pawn. So now you are forced to capture the pawn. We capture the pawn with the bishop, and we have knight takes bishop, and queen takes the knight, and we have bishop b4, basically pinning the queen, and you get back your queen. So now what can white do? White captures the bishop. Now hold on, you might be thinking, okay, if we capture the rook, then boom, yeah, checkmate, that's it, game over. And this being a rapid game, it could happen, but then this is Anish Giri, so obviously he has seen all of this, and after queen captures b4 we have rook g1 check, king d2, rook captures the rook, and after rook captures on d1, now we have rook into b4. So that's what Anish plays, and over here we have Abhijit playing rook c1, just one last attempt for a back rank mate, but obviously Anish would not let that happen, and he plays rook b2 check. We have king d3 and f5, basically giving room for the black king to come over to f7. And it was at this position that Abhijit resigned the match, because there's literally nothing that white can do, because black is a whole piece up. So as you can see, this is a very beautiful series of moves by Anish Giri, and to be honest, it was definitely one of the best games that I've seen in a while. Some of the moves that Anish played, Anish could have gone for the easy route and just kept his queen there and still attack on the king side, but Anish just went one level further and sacrificed his queen in a rapid game. Hope you all enjoyed this game. Please do like and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot if you would subscribe, so please do subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely be posting more games soon. So thank you.